Tell me about your art. Where did you start? Where is your heart? Every story shines.
About Your Art podcast. Now, I am in Bethesda, Maryland. We're at the Bethesda Fine Arts Festival, and I am here with my first artist of the weekend. Introduce yourself to the people, please.
Hi, how you doing? My name is Davrill Nash. I go by Nash. I'm the founder of Nash Fine Woodworking and Wood Carving, and I have been doing this show for over 10 years. It has been a successful show for me. I design and make studio furniture and accessory. As you can see here, I have some charcuterie board on my wall, and also some side tables. I always try to make small items that clients could just take with them, but I also have some big items. This is a console table. You could sit it behind your sofa in your hallway, top of the step, or the entrance of your own. And also I have mirrors, which is accessory. All these I design and make. A lot of time the wood will tell me what to do with the piece. The piece is designed around the wood. And this is one of my signature pieces.
Wow.
This is a wine display.
Yes,
and
wine
the wine rack.
Yes.
The gravity is what holding this, the wine in the space. And you simple, just place them in the hole and let them go, and gravity take care of it.
Yes.
This holds 10 wine bottles, which you could display in your man cave, etc. Over here this is what I start off making when I first started doing craft show. We're looking at it probably around 25-30 years ago, is making jewelry box.
Wow.
Well, after a while I found out if they don't want any jewelry box, they're out of my booth. Not everyone is in need of a jewelry box.
Okay.
And that's when I decided to start expanding my craft by doing studio furniture and charcuterie board. All these pieces are designed and made by me.
Yes.
This is my signature, which is my handles. You won't see anyone else doing that.
They're very abstract.
Actually, I won an award just because of this signature pulls.
And I noticed too, you like to put a little signature.
Always trying to separate myself from the competition.
Yes.
And just adding these little inlays, details will make your work stand out.
And that's great advice. You've given a lot of great advice for future artists that are up and coming. You from what you said here about the jewelry boxes, how your passion started off with jewelry, because I could totally see how you are expressing your artistic style in the jewelry boxes. But you said, like you said, if somebody comes into your booth, they're not looking for a jewelry box, they're gone. And so now you've wasted not wasted, but you've not maximized your potential at these 2-day and 3-day art shows that you've done all this preparation to come to. So that's very smart, and that's really good advice.
Yes. And always give them choices.
Yes.
They don't want jewelry box, they might want a table.
Yeah.
And another thing I found out is, don't keep all expensive items. Always have affordable items.
Yes.
And this is my affordable items. This is someone might love my work, but they cannot afford that, but they want to have one of my pieces.
Yeah.
So they will simply buy a small cutting board, cheese board, or a small coaster. Which I have several, and also some trivet boards. So,
and I learned earlier, y'all, that these are actually for when you have a hot pot. I didn't know this before, but when you have something hot from the stove and you want to display it like on your table for a dinner party, then you use that. So that is really cool.
And one more thing I would like to add, as you can see, once I found out that this design is an eye catcher and a conversation piece, I start using it on majority of my piece. This is a handle for a box,
Love it.
then another handle. Want to see the price? Another handle
I'll blur it
for
out too.
another box, and I also have them on my drawer fronts.
Yeah.
So
That was one of the first things that drew me to your art, was that like asymmetrical, very funky coolness of it. That's awesome.
yeah, and this is a centerpiece that you would put on your dining room table. And this piece have drawn a lot of potential customer inside my booth.
Yes.
So this will catch them from afar. They might not want this, but they want something other than this.
And it shows your craftsmanship too.
Exactly.
So they can see what you can do.
Yes.
You know?
So if you're getting anything, any line of work, just make sure you have your elephant and you have your rabbits.
Okay.
So if they can't afford the elephant, at least they could afford the rabbit. So a lot of people like to pay and take it with them.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
That's awesome. That is great advice. Oh, I'm so glad I got you on this episode of About Your Art podcast. So is there anything else you'd like to tell? So how, you said you've been doing this for 20 years, right?
25 years.
That's beautiful.
And at
what
this
made
time,
you want to be, what made you decide to, oh, sorry, at this time, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Well, at this time, I'm just doing local shows.
Yes.
Shows within this area. But eventually, I want to start going state to state.
Okay.
And doing bigger and better shows. But
so
start off small, get your feet wet, go around, talk to other artists, get inspired, find out what you really want to do what you're good at. Don't try to do what everyone else is doing, because it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Just find out what you're good at and make it your own.
And capitalize off of it.
Yes.
I love that. Oh, that is great. So that's, oh, you hit all the nails on it, just like a Libra. Well, it looks like we are gonna try to maximize these last couple minutes of the show, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode. You've given us so much good info.
Well, thank you. I was more than honored to do it, and always trying to keep the art going, spread the art. It's always nice when the customer could actually speak to the artist and get how they have create and design and come up with this. They're not buying offline. They can touch, feel, and see the product. Not something come in the mail and they say, oh, that's not what I thought. They literally get to speak to the artist, come back, tell the artist, purchase something. And another good feeling that I always love when a former client come back to me and say, I purchased one of your pieces last year and I love it. And another one that they will say, I bought it for someone else, but I decided to keep it.
Oh, that has happened to me so many times.
When you knew you had a real nice piece that you say, you know what, I'm going to keep it instead of giving it away.
That's right.
That is a real nice compliment when they come and say, very, very, probably one out of whatever, somebody come and say, I purchased from you something, it didn't work, it broke or something. They're always telling me how much they enjoying it and having it.
We're about your art.